Power utility Eskom is planning to set up a fund to assist black-owned junior coal producers to develop new mines. That's to secure future supplies of its power plants. Eskom is keen to diversify its supply base from major companies such as BHP Billiton, Xstrata and Anglo American. The state-owned utility wants to buy more product from black-owned firms. That's in line with government policy. Earlier I asked Malusi Gigaba, Minister of Public Enterprises, whether their goal is to create another major coal supplier just like Exxaro.
We want to create significant black players, including youth-owned and women-owned mining companies who are going to change the game, who are going to create a new playing field. Because as we sit today, the playing field is not level. And so we hope to use the procurement spend, the power to procure of our state-owned companies in order to change that situation. And that's why we are insisting that you are going to need asset consolidation so that the many small black mining companies come together to form big companies that are going to play a significant role in the South African economy.
You talk about scale, and many junior miners who go to the DMR only get small mining rights. So achieving that scale isn't possible. So what is the plan right now to enable consolidation, force consolidation, create the right environment to have consolidation so that you have these new coal producers producing on the scale that Eskom needs?
The success of this plan is going to depend on partnerships. Partnerships with the Department of Mineral Resources, partnerships with the Department of Economic Development, with development finance institutions, with private funding, private equity funds. It will depend on partnership with the established mining companies supporting this program, as well as with the black mining firms, which means that the black mining companies also do need to undertake their own homework to overcome their own petty differences.
I mean, you talk about petty differences. Just explain to us exactly what that means when it comes to them seeing themselves as competitors and not potential partners.
Well, the needs of the country and the volume of the requirements of Eskom need more than small companies. We need companies of scale, and that is why they are going to have to overcome their own parochial, maybe let me not say petty, let me say parochial interests. That has been demonstrated in the past in a number of success stories that of companies that have come together to now supply Eskom with larger volumes of electricity.
Eskom currently spending 28 billion rand on procuring coal. So 19 billion rand goes to the majors, Anglo American Coal, BHP Billiton, Xstrata, and of course Exxaro we've mentioned. And then 7 billion rand spent on juniors and 2 billion rand spent on black junior miners. So emerging miners right now accounting for 17% of that total coal spend. What is the ultimate goal here? I mean, just looking at black-owned miners only accounting for 4% of Eskom's coal spend. So a very minimal percentage at this point.
The ultimate objective is to, by 2018, reach a minimum target of 50% plus one in terms of the suppliers of coal to Eskom. And so we have a lot of work we need to do between now and then to ensure that we reach that level. And so the first step is to conclude the pre-feasibility study to ensure that we set in motion the anchors of each of the 5 pillars that we have announced so that we are able to implement all of them going forward. There is no luxury to fail. We've got to succeed in implementing this, and that's why when somebody asks us if we have a plan B, we say our plan B is our plan A.
I mean, that is quite a scary situation to be in, because Eskom talks about from 2018 onwards we're going to have a shortfall of coal. That's 5 years away, and saying that just over 2,000 million tons of coal is not contracted at this point in time. So do you think that this plan has got the sufficient kind of pillars right now to be able to work to supply the coal that's needed from the junior miners, or is it going to be also the major miners that will still have to step in quite a significant way?
That's why we're saying there's going to be a need for partnerships at different levels. At the present moment, we are concluding our discussions with the Department of Mineral Resources in relation to the report of the Council for the Geoscience, and that report is going to assist us in unlocking the capacity in Waterberg, because Mpumalanga is getting depleted. The coal reserves in Mpumalanga are getting depleted. We need to unlock Waterberg. Transnet, Eskom are committed to working together.
Of course, it's a very important time politically right now with the ANC National Conference coming up. Is it likely that coal will be declared a national strategic resource or asset at Mangaung?
I wouldn't predict or preempt what the conference would say, but certainly I will be advancing that view, because I believe that, you see, we need to achieve two critical things. One is to always have sufficient volumes of the right quality of coal supply for Eskom. Two, to have those volumes at the right prices. Eskom is engaging with the mining sector to arrive at a national pact around these issues. And so there are different options that we are going to look at to ensure that we put the interests of our country, we are able to keep the lights on, because coal is going to continue to be strategic for the generation of electricity, to provide base load of electricity going into the future.